Thanks for joining, everyone. And just give you a quick introduction of your speakers today. Myself, Dan Skinzel, Senior Solution Director and Client Partner at Simplify. Have an FP&A background, 25 plus years. Been with the Simplify team for almost 7 years and work with a lot of clients from a lot of different industries. And looking forward to Sri, who I'll introduce here next, to present the content today.
Sure, Dan.
Sri, go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll get into the agenda.
Yeah. Hi, all. This is Sri Kondapalli. I'm a principal consultant with Simplify. I've been working with Simplify for the last 2 years. I have an experience of over 15 years as a FP&A analyst, SAP BPC consultant, and SAC consultant. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Sri. Okay, so with that, why don't we jump into the agenda? We'll take a quick look at who is Simplify for those who do not know us. We'll give you an idea of what we do, and then we'll jump right into the webinar content that Sri will share with us. Okay, so get right into it. Always like showing this screen here. As you can see, some of the many companies that turn to Simplify solutions because of our unique blend of product and process expertise. Like Sri and myself, we work in the technical space here, but we also have a lot of functional experience. So we bring those two together so we can talk to the CIOs and the CFOs and speak the proper language there. We provide full support throughout your customer journey, from selecting and buying to implementing, adopting, and even expanding SAP solutions with SAC or SAP Analytics Cloud. We really use a holistic approach that solidifies your tech investments, ensuring you're not only going to integrate smoothly, but also foster sustainable growth going forward. So making these applications scalable to you. So by partnering with Simplify, you're going to gain a trusted ally that helps you navigate the complexity of SAP solutions and touch points, ultimately driving your long-term success, which would be everyone's goal in this case. So Simplify, a little more detail about what we do. We're a firm of partners focused on business process design and content and automation, implementing SAP planning, analytics, and consolidation solutions. We're really a perfect combination of services and platform applications with our Planify content, and that results in us being the go-to partner for SAP in the planning and analytics space. We work very closely together with SAP and are a gold partner, as you can see here, with SAP. We have invested thousands and thousands of hours into building applications already on top of SAP Analytics Cloud. As I've said before, we do have the functional experience as well as the technical experience. So we've taken that and built out of what we call prepackaged or our Planify applications in these various areas so that we can give you, the client, a starting point as you go venture on a journey, to implementing HR planning or revenue planning and so forth. A lot of those processes are going to be the same across companies, to a certain degree. This really saves you a lot of time upfront in a project and not having to build things from scratch, that we always have a starting point here. So that's been very well received by our clients, and happy to show you some of that here today. Also, some of this content is available on the SAP store. Oops, wrong direction. Sorry about that. So we have combined, like I said, our FP&A backgrounds and SAP technology to provide really a holistic EPM process for you. we can start in any area with any specific applications and have those talk to each other. We have these applications with very specific, unique processes that can all, excuse me, come together at a certain level of data that is going to be beneficial to the system. In other words, maybe in this case, as we're providing a full P&L balance sheet and so on, so a full set of financials, et cetera, that are really populated by source systems, if you will. So that's really kind of how our architecture would work. So speaking of the architecture, a lot of times organizations are going to have multiple systems. So we really kind of look at it as, why juggle multiple systems, as we look at consolidations, BI, and planning, when you can really, look at things from a Planify perspective where, you're really dealing with that one license, one model, or multiple models in the same application, for different processes, but one set of master data, one administrator, everything all in one system, all your actuals, all your budgets, all your forecasts. Those are things that are really that we're seeing as a great benefit to our clients with the Planify products. So with that, gives you a brief overview of who Simplify is, what we do, what we offer. So I want to take this opportunity now to turn it over to Sri as he can start to share with us the webinar content for today. Sri?
Thank you, Dan. I'm sharing my content. Okay. So please let me know once you're able to see my screen.
We got it, Sri. Just have to get it in presentation mode.
Yep. Okay. So what is the topic for today? Yeah. Can you see my screen?
We're seeing the presenter mode, Sri.
Okay.
Just swap your displays there.
Sure. Let me do that again. Sorry. There's some trouble here, Dan. Just give me a second. Sorry.
Sure.
Okay. Do you see it now, Dan?
We see the application, and now we see the presenter view. So just swap displays if you can.
Sure.
Now we're back to the application.
Yeah, there's some issue.
I can share my.
Yeah, please do. Sorry.
I'll share my PowerPoint. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Sri, just let me know when we need to advance.
Sure, Dan. Yeah, so I see the content now, Dan. So, yeah, sorry for the delay, guys. So, yeah, what is the topic for today? So, collaborative planning in FP&A. So, you know that FP&A is basically a primary function which is focused in traditional role of reporting on historical data and complaints and other things. But now it is evolving to be a function that can be integrated and strategically across all the departments in the organization, so with forward looking functions and analysis, right? So can we go to the next slide, Dan? Yep. So there come some challenges with these the FP&A process, right? So the most of them, right, you must be experiencing those. So to begin with, the data silos and integration, then we have reliance on spreadsheets, limited collaboration and communication, demand for strategic insights, and data governance and security. So these are the few challenges that FP&A is facing. So I'm going to discuss in detail all these topics. So when it comes to data silos and integration, right? So data resides in different systems, be it finance system or operation system or sales system. So bringing this data and integrating it into a unified platform is the biggest challenge. Reason being, the level of detail or the level of granularity that this data resides is very high. And to bring all into a similar format is really tough and time consuming. So this is, and this just doesn't take time but also includes, you don't really see the single source of truth here. It hinders the comprehensive process of efficient reporting there, right? Then we have reliance on spreadsheets. We love Excel spreadsheets. Why not, right? But it also comes up with lots and lots of challenges. The first one being version controlling issues. So each and every time, right, for during the budgeting cycle or a forecasting cycle, so we keep on entering the data, but again we update, keep on updating our versions, collating all these versions and getting into a single file again is really a time consuming. And yeah, so it's not just time consuming but also again the formatting issues and lots and potential errors, manual uh, manual input errors and all those things arise. So now we come to the next topic, the limited collaboration and communication. So what does this limited collaboration mean? See, now we were just talking about FP&A involving different stakeholders across different departments to enter the data or give their inputs or right during the budget cycle. So what really happens with this limited collaboration is, or ineffective collaboration, right? So we can't really bring in the data in agreed time, which definitely impacts our budgeting process. So consider back and forth emails or probably meeting where everyone can't join because of their own budgeting issues, right? The cycle issues and all those things. And obviously, with this limited collaboration, as there is no centralized tool, though we might have few teams or emails, but it is not exactly what is expected, right? So we'll have lots and lots of challenges with the collaboration. Right. The next topic is demand for strategic insights. So, what does this mean? Like I mentioned earlier, the role of FP&A is evolving and it's going beyond this traditional reporting. So, business leaders obviously would expect FP&A team to provide forward-looking insights or probably drive their strategic decision makings and also act as a true business partner, right? So if you don't really have enough data or probably it might be tough to do all these things with workbooks or whatever tool we are currently using. So yeah, the important topic, right? The data governance and security. So with increasing volumes of data being used for planning and analysis, ensuring data accuracy, integrity and security is kind of a paramount, right? So maintaining compliance with data security adds another layer of complexity. So These are the few challenges that FP&A is currently facing, and that's where we're going to talk about FP&A, SAC planning, which is a collaborative tool. So this is where the collaborative planning comes into picture, where it transforms FP&A team from reactive partner to a proactive strategic partner, right? So I'm going to tell you what SAC planning is first. It is a cloud-based planning tool, which also provides you analytical solutions that enables finance and all business teams to collaborate, model, make strategic decisions in real time. Right. So these are the few features of SAC which can address the challenges that I have mentioned earlier. Right. So budgeting and forecasting. So basically, the budgeting and forecasting. So this being an inbuilt feature for SAC planning, right? It allows you to create detailed level of budgeting, and rolling forecast, variance analysis, and all these are inbuilt features of SAC, and which users can leverage to the maximum extent possible. And also, it offers different levels of planning, say top-down planning, bottom-up planning, you say driver planning, zero based planning, right? You can create n number of versions and you can play with the tool. Then it is also capable of allowing you to do scenario planning and what if analysis. So what is a scenario planning, right? So you can model different scenarios and understand the potential financial outcomes, right? You can create multiple versions and simulate the effects of different assumptions, like change in sales price. What happens if supply of raw material is less, or probably what happens, the best case scenario, the worst case scenario, right? So you can create all the simulations and see how it impacts your financial outcome. So again, then comes the dashboard and reporting. So this is one of the feature that SAC gives. Like it gives you interactive dashboards, charts, reports to visualize and analyze the data. So which also helps to gain insights into key business drivers. It also gives you some collaboration features. So collaboration features like what you call you can add comments, you can have chats, you can collaborate between two different teams, two different departments, have integrated flows, audit trials, and you can have various discussions. This fosters better communication and alignment throughout the planning process, which I'll be showing you the some of these collaborative capabilities in the demo, right? So then comes integration with SAP and non-SAP systems. So again, as mentioned earlier, right? So integrating the data into the system is very important, because uh, each and every time we need not spend time on integrating this data with different details, different structures, different systems. You need not do all these things. SAC is capable of integrating with SAP and non-SAP systems, including Excel, right? So you can integrate data and see the real-time data, and it comes from all the departments and you can see it in one platform. Then it is security. So SAC offers robust security features like role-based security, data access control, data locking, etc. So some examples, kind of role-based security, right? A sales manager can input the forecast, but he cannot see the HR-related data because his role restricts him from doing so. So is the data logging. So data logging is one beautiful feature which actually preserves the data integrity. So say if I log the quarter 1 forecast, right? Once it is finalized, so users can't go and change it. If they really need to change it, they need some proper approvals, and only then it can be unlocked, and only then they can make the changes. So this way, even after the data is locked, they can't make changes. So apart from these are the additional benefits that SAC is providing. So SAC is good with integrated planning and analytics. It is capable of predictive analytics. AI features are also there. So it allows you to consolidate your actuals data into a single system. You can do reporting based on the actuals, and you have real-time data and insights. So you have live reporting here. So you don't really need to load the data into the system every time, but you can read it from the different systems. Again, it has the collaboration features, customizable dashboards, and scalability. So these are the few features that SAC offers. So now I would go through my presentation. I'll walk you through my demo. So then I would be sharing my screen now.
Okay, we can see it now, Sri.
Yeah, cool. Okay, thanks, Dan. So, so if you see here, this is what we call an input form, a story where you can enter data. This is an SAC system. So basically, this is a cost center planning system that you see here. So what this is capable of, right? So I can enter data, the top down, the bottom up, I'm going to show you. So I can say, I can make this 450,000 as actuals, and it will automatically disaggregates or distributes it based on the earlier data for all the months, throughout all the months. Okay, so I can also make changes to a specific period. Say if I want to make my rent increase by 5,000, right? I can do that. So this is bottom up approach, right? So I can do all these things. Apart from these, I'm going to say uh, add a comment, right? Saying that increased the office rent, sorry, for the year 2025. So whoever comes here, they can see the change in the data. They can see the comment that I have added, and it definitely makes sense. So this data, not everyone can see. Whoever has access to this specific cost center, they can come look at this data. So this is a cost center planning model. So we have a P&L model here, right? So again, one of the collaborative features I'm going to talk about now. So this is a different model, different department, right? This is a cost center department. Okay, this is the final P&L department. So once the data is entered there, so I need not manually load anything. With a click of button, right, I can pull this data here. So whatever changes I have made there, they would automatically come here. Yeah, you see here. So this specific report is in thousands. So again, so whatever we have entered here, right, the 45,000, or sorry, 45,000 and 50K, everything will flow with a click of a button. Okay. So along with this, we also have a feature named as collaboration, right? So see here, I see that bonus for February is kind of off. So I can ask my manager, right, to look into this. Hey Dan, bonus for Feb 2025 is, can you please check this? I can send this story too because there will be different links. So I can also send this specific story to Dan so that he can check these things there. And see this specific option, right? The publish or revert. This works when this is kind of, if you feel that all these expenses are right and all the changes you have entered are right, you can click publish, which means you are saving the data, right? If you don't want to publish, if you don't want to save this data, and if you want to revert, you can either revert it or leave it as is. So yeah, I got response from Dan that he's going to do. And there are other features like version management here, which also comes under collaboration, right? So this specific version, which is a forecast version, this is visible for all the team members. And if I want to work on a separate version, right, the scenario planning, the best case, the worst case, right? So if I want to work on a different version, and once everything is fine and finalized, only then if I need to publish, we can also do that. I'm going to show that one also. Yeah, thank you. So Dan did correct it. Yeah, you see. So that is updated. So this is all real time. And the other advantage here is, so once we are done with this discussion, so I can go archive this discussion, right? So that even in future, if I need to go back and see what the conversation actually happened between myself and Dan, I can do that. I can archive this, go back and check what's the reason of increasing this or what is the reason for decreasing this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the private version management. So again, so this is the name of the version that I wanted to name it, like it's a private version. So I'm copying all the data, right? Yeah. So I'll remove this version. So I have my private version ready, right? And I can make changes to this version, and I can publish this as a forecast version, right? So I can make all the necessary changes, increase or decrease, and if I feel that this is fine, I can just publish it as a public version, which is visible to all the users. Not just that. So if I want my manager to actually go through this, I can also give him read and write access to this specific version, right? So, or even a team member, so they can go through, they can navigate, they can also work on few items, and then they can hit publish. So we can also give it to someone who can only read it, right? So we can also give it to someone who can read and write. So these are the different options that we do have with the version management. Along with this, right, there is also a dashboarding capability in SAC, right, where you can build lots and lots of graphs, which describes the status of the company or the financials of the company. You can have a waterfall chart, a bar graph, or right. You have many different options of creating all these things, and it keeps on updating automatically once the data is updated. So you don't really need to worry about anything. You don't need to load the data and check if you need to update it every time. You don't really. And this also comes with the security. Sorry. This also comes up with the security. So if you are not supposed to, if you don't really have access to a specific company, you don't really see the data, and you can go drill down these charts, see in detail what's happening with distribution, right? So what are the discounted sales, what are the gross sales, and you can further drill down and do all the reporting and use the reporting capabilities of SAC. So these are the few features that are really needed for collaboration, right? So yeah, Dan, I think this is what I wanted to show. So we're good here. So
Very good. Thank you.